Welcome back everybody to the Charlton Athletic Career Mode. We're on episode 41 today and the transfer window is about to shut in just a moment. We have 10 hours left on deadline day and we signed one loan player last episode as well as defeating Leicester. But yeah, in terms of transfers, the player we signed was Tuanzebe, the fourth player I think that we have signed from Manchester United this season. So we got him on loan. Obviously we've also got McTominay on loan. We also signed Romero and Jesse Lingard. So we've completely raided United more or less. And we do need to get, I would suggest, one more centre-back in the club. Tuanzebe and Reece Oxford can both play in the right-back position. So we're pretty covered at right-back. But yeah, centre-back, we are lacking just a little bit. So that is where hopefully we're going to sign one more player on deadline day. Then after that, we have games. I think we've got a Tottenham game coming up. Let's go over and check the calendar real quick. We have Wolverhampton Wanderers. We have Liverpool in the Cup, unfortunately, as well. And we also have Spurs. So we're probably going to have to cut it short at the Liverpool Cup game, and then we are probably going to have to start next episode with a massive clash at the Valley against rivals Crystal Palace, so that should be very interesting. But anyway, let's concentrate on hopefully trying to get a centre-back into the team. Now, annoyingly, I don't have the real-life information of Charlton's transfers. We haven't signed a lot of the players we're interested in as of me recording this video right now. Lockyer, Oztumer and players like that, we haven't actually signed them. If we're ever going to at all, I don't know, but we haven't signed them in real life, so I haven't got that to sort of gauge who I want to get in as a sort of final signing, because I do like to, make a couple of the signings that we make in real life, hence why I signed Johnny Williams before. But yeah, I think we probably might end up selling a Rebo and Fosu as well on that basis in January, because obviously I can't afford to sell them right now, but it looks like the pair of them will be leaving Charlton in probably the next week in real life. So with that being said, we might have some work to do in January. For now though, like I said, we need to get focused on bringing a centre-back in. Now, considering that I don't have a massive budget here, 8.6 million, so if you move this to like a healthy wage budget, you're looking at about £7.5 million. I want to keep some of that money free. And that is because I want to potentially sign some players that will be out of contract in January. And also because I want to maybe sign some new contracts for some of our existing players. So we need to get somebody more or less on loan or on the cheap. So somebody who looks like he will be available relatively cheap. A little bit of a downgrade from Patrick Bauer in terms of rating, but he could serve as a backup centre-back for us. And obviously in real life we are interested in him. This is more of a short-term purchase if it does go through than anything else. But hopefully we can sign Tom Lockyer just to strengthen out that squad a little bit and just have him there in case we do need to inject him in. So yeah, let's see if we can get Tom Lockyer in the club. Okay, they need some time to consider a £1.6 million bid for Lockyer with a 5% sell-on clause. I don't know why they would be hesitating on that. That's a pretty good deal. I mean, I suppose in terms of, Bristol Rovers, he's probably their star player. So maybe that's the reason. But hopefully we can get him in just to, again, strengthen out that centre-back area for our first season in the Premier League. He'll be along in the same sort of category as Naby Sarr, who is 70 rated himself. So, unacceptable. Let's go back into the negotiation room with them then. Okay, so £1.9 million with a 5% sell-on clause was the eventual fee that we agreed with the Bristol Rovers manager. Again, for Lockyer to step up 2 leagues. I don't know if they've been promoted in the career mode. I don't think they have to the Championship. But yeah, to go up 2 leagues would be really, really big for him personally. So let's get into his individual contract negotiations now and see if we can get him signed. So luckily he wants a sporadic squad role. We can definitely offer that, which means that he's basically got no guarantees of playing, but he's there if we need him. We'll get him on a 5-year just so that we can sell him for money rather than let him go. We won't have a release clause. He wants 23 grand. It's quite a lot, isn't it? It's quite a lot. Let's put that down to 20. I think we'll put that down to 20. Okay, he wants 23. Do you know what? Fine. You can have 23 grand just for the sake of strengthening our centre-back position for the season. And Tom Lockyer, there he is, in a Charlton kit, 25 years old and Welsh, and also a player that we hopefully will get to the Valley, this season in real life. 9 hours left of deadline day, so we've got our business done. I say nice and early, but when I say that, I mean nice and early in terms of deadline day as opposed to anything else, because we actually have left it quite late in general. So yeah, there we go. 2 centre-backs in the reserves. That's what I like to see. It makes me feel a little bit more confident. By the way, I didn't realise this, but Henry Rose as well, our very young English right-back, can play centre-back as well. He's 5'11", I think the same as Lockyer, who is, 5'11". Leadership and solid player are his 2 traits. So there we go. We are pretty much now all set for the season. I don't think I'm going to sign another striker. Suzuki, Brewster, Iheanacho, and of course Lingard, who has centre forward in his playable positions, will serve as my sort of 3/4 strikers going into the season. So we're done. We're happy with the squad. And I think actually now, I just remembered this actually, just as I was thinking about the squad, we have to do our player of the month for the opening month of the season, which is August. So let me contemplate who I'm going to give that to. So it's between Cup Miners and also Jesse Lingard. I think it's going to have to be, just purely based on the goals that he scored and how important they were, it's going to have to be Jesse Lingard, who takes the very first Player of the Month award for the new season in the Premier League. Hopefully some sort of players that we've had a bit longer can get on this list in the coming months. But for now, our brand new signing, Jesse Lingard, does take the first award, and deservedly so, it has to be said. Hopefully nobody's going to throw us too many more curveballs with big offers for some of our players and things like that. We've got 8 hours to count down, so I will only interject if a big offer comes in. There's 2 office notifications. Is this going to be one? No, that's Ren getting loaned out actually, which is good for the youngster. And yeah, some horrible transfer offers for some of our players that I don't want to lose that came in. I've just purely ignored them. So that is what those notifications are. We've got a transfer offer for Dick Steele, Wolves, 4.45 million. Absolutely no point. We will reject that. And again, I'll interject if anything happens. Transfer offer for Joe Aribo from Athletic Club. 9.2 million is the fee. It looks like he will be leaving the Valley, although he haven't confirmed it. As in Charlton haven't actually officially confirmed it in real life yet, as of when I'm recording this video. That's slightly above his the money that he's worth. Sorry, I can't get my words out while I'm contemplating this. Let me think about this. So I'm just looking at replacements if I did sell Aribo that I could immediately go for. And the only one I'm really interested in replacing the actual type of player that Aribo is this guy, Marco Grujic from Liverpool. Now, if you look, he's worth £13.5 million, and Liverpool are probably going to push that up. As you can see, it says we might have to offer between 16.8 and 24 million, which is just not ideal, really. So I am actually going to, for convenience's sake and also clinging on to a thread of hope that Aribo might have a change of heart and stay at the Valley in real life, I'm going to keep hold of Aribo. As I've said, with Aribo, with Fosu, with anyone really, if they leave in real life, I will look to sell them in the upcoming January transfer window. We've got 3 hours left, another office notification, and they've retracted their Dick Steele offer. So I think that's all that's going to come through, actually. Probably a retraction of the Aribo offer coming through as well. And Arsenal have sold Lacazette, it would seem. Yeah, there's the retraction of Aribo. Mustafi and Lacazette have gone from Arsenal, and Bartra comes in, so not great business from them if you ask me. Okay, so that is it. We finally can stop thinking about the makeover to the squad from finishing in the automatic promotion positions in the Championship. Up until now, we have made over the squad. It looks a lot better. It looks a lot more like a Premier League squad. Again, I like to just go through the sort of entire squad with you, just so you can see. And there is our squad right now going into the season. The only player that's gone up a rating this month is Hudson-Odoi. I believe that's true. And Suzuki as well. Suzuki's a 77 rated striker now, which is really good as a backup striker. So that is it, guys. That is the transfer business done. And this is our Premier League team. I like it. It's definitely better than a few of the teams knocking about in this league. Probably better than Fulham, maybe like Bournemouth, equivalent to someone like that. So hopefully, if we play well, we'll be able to get around about a lower mid-table finish. But again, like I said, 17th position I would be happy with. Purely our main objective is Premier League survival. So a new Youth Academy report. We've still got a few players knocking around in here and a couple of really potentially brilliant players as well. Thomas Oliveira is an 87/94, so a guaranteed world beater right there in Thomas Oliveira. Jeronimo Fuentes, again, another massively hyped goalkeeper. Navarrete, another brilliant one. And Carrizo, a left back, interestingly, another really good one. So those 4 players soon may get promoted to our first team. Wow, Wolfsburg have come in with a £22.3 million bid for Calvin Stengs after deadline day passes. That is a huge sum of money, and Stengs has been hit and miss for me, to be honest, lately. That is 5 million roughly above his value, but I still think we will get more for him potentially in the future, because I feel like his rating will only go up. I do. I feel like it will only go up, so we'll probably ignore that for now. But nice to see that we could get a massive cash injection if we needed to. Real Sociedad again coming in for Joe Aribo. The thing is, if I accept it, there's no going back. Like, you can't unaccept it, if that makes sense. Once he's agreed, he's agreed. So I just want to wait for real life confirmation of Joe Aribo to go, which by the time this video goes up may have already happened, but as of recording it, it has not happened yet. Let's get into some training drills before we go into our first game of the season. Can I squeeze Ryan Brewster in here maybe? For now, I think we'll leave it, but we'll go ahead and get this training done. Sorry, I forgot to pause on the training screen, but we basically got Lanes up from an 80 to an 81 rated player. He's still only 20 years old, so he is going to be a brilliant player when he gets a couple of years older and into his prime. The Mexican winger is literally going to be a world beater. We need to work on his crossing a little bit though. It's only 70 at the moment, and yeah, we'll probably look to switch that up quite soon. And that is the squad rating right now, guys. Look at it. Beautiful. Wow, 3 players going up in rating there. De Boer, Foyt and Oxford all going up, so they just followed Lanes' footsteps there. Morgan's a bit slower, a bit of a slow burner, because his defensive stats are so low that until you get them up towards 70, he's not going to improve overall, but he's very young, so we've got time. Fortunately, though, he keeps doing really badly, which is making it take longer, but yeah, that is brilliant. Oxford, Foyt and De Boer all raising by 1, as well as Lanes the week before. So next up then, it's a game against Wolves. We have faced them before in a lower division, before the save file corrupted. They are currently 10th in the league, 2 points above Charlton. I think I'm not feeling too confident about the away game against Spurs. Whereas Spurs right now, they are up in top of the table, so they are pretty much the best team so far in the league. That is our next game. I don't feel confident about playing it, so we're probably going to sim that one. And we'll go back to the Valley for a game against Wolves then. So let's get straight into it. All right, let's go. A rainy day, it would seem, at the Valley. It looks like a very slippery surface out there, which I don't always enjoy playing FIFA on with these rainy conditions. There's the Premier League ball. We're going to get ahead into this match. But first, obviously, we have to check the lineups. Starting with us as ever, it's pretty much unchanged. We've got Oxford at right back, Holding and Foyt centre back to Silva left back, Romero of course in goal, although he hasn't been impressing me too much. The midfield is unchanged, and the front 3 once again is unchanged. Brewster and Hudson-Odoi very much pushing for starting places because they've played so well, but we'll see how these boys do first and make any subs if necessary. Let's have a look at the Wolves team then. Rui Patricio in goal. We've got Doherty at right wing back, Cody, Stambouli and Bolly in the middle. Stambouli, a new signing, I think. Johnny at left wing back, Jajalo, Moutinho and Rigoni in the middle, and Mea and Poulsen up front. So a fair amount of new signings there. Even on the bench, they've got a fair few players that I don't necessarily recognise being Wolves players. But there we go, that's the lineups. Let's try and get the 3 points, as always. Here we go. Joe Aribo early on in the game. Joe Aribo looking for a shot. Palmed away by Rui Patricio and away by Rigoni. Here's Rafa Mir into Poulsen, who flicks it up, Holding. Nice strength and awareness to get the ball away. Iheanacho does win the header as well. Joe Aribo, little turn and a right-footed through ball out to Calvin Stengs. A little bit isolated on the right, but he's found Iheanacho and he makes the run. And he's going to get it back, albeit with a little deflection on it. Stengs in the middle to Jesse Lingard. A little bit of a catch situation in the middle because they're always so compact, the Premier League defences. It's difficult to get around them. I have to use the wings more. I can't cross on this game. I'm not very good at it. Great tackle there. João Moutinho, is he going to prevail? He is. He gives the ball away to Rob Holding, though, who finds Lingard brilliantly. Iheanacho's on the run, on his bike, and straight through the middle from Jesse Lingard to Iheanacho. And there is a terrible finish from Iheanacho. And all that you're doing, mate, is making a better case for Ryan Brewster to start ahead of you. I take that was your weak foot, but that's a one-on-one. You've got to be doing better than that, mate. Oh, they're giving the ball away. It's Iheanacho looking to release Joe Aribo with a left-footed shot. What a goal! Joe Aribo, who may or may not be a Charlton player at the point that this video has gone live, just shows up with a fantastic goal. I think his third of the season. At the very least, his second of the season. We'll see that shortly, but what a finish that was. The space that he had was pretty bad from the Wolves defenders to let him have that much space. Dangerous player on the edge of the box, Joe Aribo, and bang with the outside of his left foot. Brilliant finish, and we'll probably see him doing that for Rangers if he does go there quite a lot in the SPL. Here's Jajalo. Rafa Mir with the header. Rob Holding makes an error with his near post again. Jesus Christ, Romero. Oxford puts it out for a corner. Romero, they keep going for his near post. Mate, De Boer is 1 or 2 games away from getting chosen ahead of you, mate. At the moment, I'm not enjoying your near post coverage. Not one bit. Here's a corner from Wolves. And it's going to be away. No, Rafa Mir wins the header, but Romero actually does well that time to claim it. He finds a little roll out to Jay Da Silva, and Koopmeiners looking for the long through ball here. Finds Calvin Stengs brilliantly. Calvin Stengs inside, and Aribo wants to return it to him and does so. It's Calvin Stengs in the box. Calvin Stengs keeps going and tackled. I can't work out how best to use this guy. I don't think it's his fault. I think it's mine. Little flick. Nice attacking football from Wolves, and Jay Da Silva can't win the header. He should never be in the centre of defence, and he gets beaten in the air, and luckily Romero was there. Romero to claim this as well, punches it away. Okay, Romero, you're doing a bit better now, but if you get beaten at your near post again, mate, still. Okay, he's covering his near post well right now. Willy Bolly now, looking for a lofted ball up to the left winger, Johnny, left wing back I should say. Little ball inside, there's the header. Romero beaten on the rebound, beaten again, and we get it away. And it hit the post/bar twice there. Romero was beaten. Fair enough, though. It was a good shot, but we need to be doing better defensively, boys. Come on. Romero, that's yours all day, mate. Well done. Let's take this into half-time now. Yep, there is the half-time whistle. We are winning 1-0, but by the skin of our teeth, we are holding on. Wolves have had some very good opportunities, and we can't seem to just break it to our strikers in the final third. We just can't seem to find that killer pass, that killer pass and finish is just, escaping us a little bit. So Aribo with the only goal of the game from outside the box, and it is the difference between the two sides at the moment. Oh no, we've missed it. It's Jajalo on the edge of the box. Rafa Mir, good block. Holding gets it away. Still pressure though. It's Jajalo to Poulsen. Great save, Sergio Romero. Wolves are stringing together some really nice bits of passing play now, and here is the corner from Wolves. Are we going to be able to get this away? It's away at the near post, hopefully from Aribo, but they still threaten. Rigoni into Poulsen and through to Sergio Romero. Let's make a sub. Joe Aribo's going to come off now for James McCarthy, who is maybe making his debut, I'm not sure. I certainly haven't brought him on whilst playing with Charlton. And Brewster also comes on to replace Iheanacho, who hasn't had, once again, the best of games. Brewster doesn't win this header, though, and it goes out back to the Wolves' defence. Bonatini, who's come on for Wolves. Rigoni, almost dispossessed. Stengs doing some defensive work here. Doesn't manage to get the better of Wolves. Here comes Poulsen. And good reading of the play from McCarthy. That's exactly why we signed him. And here comes Ryan Brewster. Ryan Brewster looking to release Jesse Lingard, does so, he's onside. Here comes Lingard. Lingard's going to tuck it, bottom corner, and I thought that was an own goal. The second touch was a little bit heavy, but I felt like if I didn't hold the sprint button, I was going to get caught there. Bolly is a big unit, and you don't like to see him chasing you, and that should have been 2-0 really, I'm not gonna lie. 3 minutes added time here. Here is Stambouli. Johnny. 1-0 would be a great result. 3 points in the Premier League, doesn't matter how you get them. You're trying to survive, they're all as important as each other. Foyt with a brilliant bit of defensive work, and again, look at that from the boys there. Stengs is going to hold up the play here, and that is the full-time whistle. The final score, Charlton 1, Wolves 0, and we really had to battle for that point right there. There is our manager Sprite shaking hands with the... Is that the same guy? I think that might be the same guy in a different outfit. Hope they change that in manager mode, or what's it called, career mode next year, more manager customization and stuff. Either way, Aribo with the decisive goal. It was a really good goal as well, and he gives Charlton the 3 points at the Valley against Wolves. It's a good win. It's a really, really good win. So our man of the match was actually Kelechi Iheanacho. I'm not exactly sure why, because he missed a sitter for me and didn't score, so whatever. He got an assist though, I didn't realise that. He did get the assist for Joe Aribo, and Joe Aribo got an 8.3. Everyone else more or less on 7s. Brewster didn't have as much of an impact today as he did last time. I actually thought James McCarthy was very good when he came on, so slightly surprised to see him at a 6.4. Let's progress now and see where that leaves us in the Premier League table. So we're up to 10th now. We are on equal points with Arsenal, just as many games played, and I'm not surprised to see Arsenal struggling with some of the transfer business that I saw them doing. Let's have a look in the office, what's going on. Stengs, yeah, they've retracted that offer, and Brewster appreciates me bringing him off the bench. So our next game, I think, is the Liverpool Cup game, followed by Spurs. So just saying, don't expect 2 victories coming next. We might surprise, 1 or 2 people, but difficult games, all right? Difficult games. So it's an away game now against who I believe are the current league leaders. Yes, they are by 2 points. It is Spurs at, I don't know if this is their new stadium or Wembley. Either way, we're away against Spurs. Iheanacho hoping to break duck, it says on the right-hand side there. He is not in the best goal-scoring form at the moment. There is our lineup. Let's try and maybe salvage a point here. Nick the win, I don't know. We've got a good team, but they have got Eriksen, Ali, Higuain and Kane up front. Crazy times. Boateng and Varane at centre-back as well. They have made... Whoa, Lanes has taken the lead for Charlton. Walker is injured. Higuain equalises. Okay, that is more like what I was expecting. Hudson-Odoi comes on. Kane takes the lead for Tottenham. And can we get an equaliser? Llorente comes on for Higuain. Can we get an equaliser here, maybe? Maybe? No, we can't. It's a 2-1 loss away at the league leader Spurs. You know, it's not a horrendous result. It's we seem like we were in the game, so yeah, we'll make of that what we will. But here we go with some training drills ahead of this game against Liverpool in the Cup. Let's just simulate them all. And De Boer threatening Romero's position still in goal. Morgan's still not doing brilliantly well in the training drills, and he's still down in the 50s with his defensive stats. And here comes now a game in the Carabao Cup, which I'm not too fussed about, against Liverpool. So to end off today's episode, a slightly weakened team we will field in the Cup. I imagine Liverpool will have learned from their mistakes in the league when they actually drew 1-1 with Charlton at Anfield. They probably should have won at this stage in Charlton's upcoming sort of... we want to be an upcoming European team, don't we? So yeah, at this stage. So here we are about to see what Liverpool's team is. They play a way stronger team. Kent still makes it, but Goretzka, Werner, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Henderson. Yeah, it's a stronger team, isn't it? We've changed a few positions around. Naby Sarr gets a game. Tuanzebe makes his debut. They've scored through Ryan Kent. Brewster actually playing against his old club here. Maybe he can grab a goal. That would be really good. I don't know if it goes to extra time or penalties or what happens here. If we do get the goal, Mane gets the second for Liverpool, and that is going to knock us straight out of the Carabao Cup. Hopefully we can get a slightly more favourable draw in the FA Cup, which actually is one of our season objectives, I think, to get to the round of 16, which is fine. But yeah, next time, guys, we will be looking towards this game against Crystal Palace. We are 11th in the Premier League table. We are above West Ham and below Manchester United. The top 4 currently Spurs, Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal have managed to claw their way back with some good form. So fair play to them. That is going to be it for this episode, guys. Make sure you leave a like on this one. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you later. Sweet.